Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Hit that like button. Glad to see everybody today. This is Dom Sicali with my co-host and partner, my brother from another mother, Mr. Joseph Barone.
What's up, pal? How you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm all right. Yourself?
I'm hanging. I got a little bit of a headache, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
You know, it happens once in a while. It's the weather because it's pouring rain over here.
Yeah, it's starting here too. The weather's
Yeah.
starting to get bad here as well.
But they close
Without a
things
doubt.
around here early because they're so afraid of like a tornado. I said, this is only rain. What the hell are you going to do when something really bad happens? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, geez. Cowards are like scared out here. What are you going to do?
Anyway, so how was your weekend?
Fast. Again,
Fast?
another one flew by. I feel like I blinked.
You know what, Joe? I don't even look at days anymore.
I know.
Like, they're labeled, but it's just when you get a certain age, it's like, what the heck? Friday, Saturday?
Yes. Not like when we were young, thinking about Friday night, we're all going to go out.
Yeah, we're going out, we're going to party, and you're getting ready for this Friday with our retro.
Yeah, retro. Let's do it. Yeah, exactly.
No, not retro.
Well,
retro.
Yeah,
retro Friday with Tina, Joe, and Dom.
Yes,
right, Tina? So there we go. Tonight, folks, Mafia Wars, street talk. You can never make people happy. I labeled that label, Joe, because I'm really puzzled here.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in today's society with Trump, the war, and I don't understand people. First and foremost, let's talk about this because this is bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
How is it possible? Okay, gas prices are skyrocketing, barrels of oil skyrocketing.
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible when we're only taking from Iran 5% from Iran?
Right.
5% is nothing, so that shouldn't even affect us, folks.
That's right.
We're in a surplus every month when we get oil in. So take 5% off the table, it shouldn't even affect us. And Trump stated that we're drilling, we're pumping more oil in this state than ever before, double, 2-3 times the amount. How is it possible then that the fuel prices are going up?
It's mind-boggling because it was so low just a matter of a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but excuse me, Joe, what I'm getting at is it shows how corrupt the society is. I can understand now if we were 50%, 60% dependent on Iran's oil, then I could see the prices going up. 5% and the prices, it's impossible. It's impossible.
That's what I was leading up to.
Impossible.
Yep, I agree. That's what I was totally leading up to. Because how could it jump and spike that much when we're not losing anything? Like you said, 5% is nothing. It just goes to show you the companies themselves, they're more corrupt than anything. You know, Donald Trump can only do but so much. Drilling is one thing, and that's great. But the companies themselves, everybody's got their hand in something, and they grab at everything they can, like like something's going to happen, and they want to get everything they can before it goes bad.
No, this is their time to fleece the USA, to fleece the people.
Yep.
But aside from that, what also puts a hair up my nose is the fact people say, well, we didn't have to bomb, we didn't have to do this. Nobody wants to take a bullet and just suck it up, no matter what the case is. But let me ask you something. If Trump didn't do this now, 2 years from now, not even a year or two from now they have nuclear weapon.
Right.
Then what?
I know.
Oh, we should have, we could have, why didn't we? Then everybody regrets. So nobody wants to suck it up. Stop, people. People have to stop the bullshit. It's like he did it for the best of the country. He did it for the future of our children.
Right.
Because Iran, they are evil. So for the past 40, 50 years, they've been decimating the U.S. with different things, with their bombs here, their terrorism here. It just has to stop. It has to stop. And Trump did the right thing. But people, start sucking it up. Stop with the bullshit. Oh, I'm suffering. Prices are high now. I'd rather have higher prices than a year from now have catastrophic disaster.
Yeah. But nobody wants to, everybody gets complacent. That's the problem. Everybody wants everything smooth all the time. You rock the boat a little bit and people get panicky right away. And listen, even Jimmy Carter, okay, who I liked him as a person. I thought he was a good man. Was he a good president? No. But he sort of admits that to himself as well, too. He said he should have gotten those people out of Iran along, and had all that problems before. He knows he made a mistake. You see, one thing, Dominic, you and I both know as a street guys, we know that people respect certain power and certain strengths, and the other countries around the world are not like America. If you don't talk to tough like to them right away or whatever, you don't stand a chance. And one thing I got to say about Donald Trump is he will follow through with what he says, and that's a good thing because they know it now too. Did you see when he was over there and all those other Arab countries and everything, how they awarded him? It's almost like something that we have award over here, but they got something really big over there. They awarded him this, they awarded him that. They respect him because they know he comes from a position of strength. Now, going to sit downs, I never been, but from going to a sit down or whatever it is, you're dealing with coming from a position of strength, not of weakness. And that's what everybody else respects all around the world. And without that, we got nothing.
No, you're absolutely right. And you know what? One thing that he did say, we don't need help to monitor and to protect that strait, the body of water
yes.
he's talking about over there. We don't need help. But you know what? I'm asking all these other countries, part of the UN, to step up. And I'm going to see who steps up, who doesn't. You know who didn't step up? The
Which
UK.
One? Yeah, I know.
UK was one of the countries. And he says that's a disgrace. You know why the UK didn't step up? And I have a lot of friends in the UK, a lot of connections over there. They turned around and said, basically, the UK, London itself, it's all Muslims.
That's right.
All Muslims there.
That's
it
exactly.
became a Muslim country. You cannot even disagree with them in public. They arrest you.
Yeah.
They arrest you. The UK's went down the toilet, went down the shitter, everything. And at the end of the day, he says, I want to see who steps up. Because the countries that we've been giving billions of dollars to, they don't step up. You know what? We're
cut them off.
We're cutting them off. And he's right. He's right. He says, we don't need them. We're the strongest nation in the world.
That's right.
We're the strongest. We don't need them. But I want to see who steps up, who doesn't. Get out. Matt, get out. She comes in, she's saying my veins popping out or something. Because I'm ripped. I'm shredded. 232 pounds of pure shit right here.
There you go. No, but that's true.
What she sees my veins because I'm cut. I'm like a bag of dope.
You become more vascular now.
That's it. That's it. My cat. Oh, somebody's gonna come in. Anyway, watch Snowball hop up on the table.
Without a doubt.
Anyway.
But you want some Dom, that's true. But you're letting the shit these people come in. You're letting garbage come in your country, and then you're letting them take over. Like one thing, it's a couple of things. One about Rand Paul when he was running against Trump on the first time that he ran against him. He said, "Look, the only one thing I agreed with him because I like him a little bit, but sometimes he can get under his skin a little bit. But he did say, why are we giving all these countries that hate us money? Right. That was one thing. The other thing I wanted to say is the seated Muslims. And one thing about Putin, what he said, he says, listen, you guys, we welcome anybody in this country, but don't come here trying to change it. You see, I like that. What in this country, we have cans of sodas, paint cans, whatever it may be, in all different languages. Why? You come here, you got to speak English. That's it. What's the problem? What are we so mortally afraid of offending somebody? You don't like it, too bad. I don't care. But this is how watered down, they watered down, they keep trying to water down the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. They keep everything. They have these lawyers and all these bureaucrats and all these people trying to sit around doing nothing, getting all kinds of money paid for to try to water down what the founding fathers first said. And everybody goes, oh, just like they try to water down, oh, women don't need men anymore and all of this nonsense. What's wrong with people? You keep trying to change things, and this is what we have from changing everything. Chaos. Who's that, the German? I see him up there.
Yes, it is. German, thank you for the contribution. German says the dynamic duo, much love and respect, German. Hit the goddamn like button. Oh,
Thanks, Sharon.
thanks, German. There you go.
And you got that like. There you go.
No, but it's disgusting. Trump did say today, and I heard him when he was talking because he was at the Trump Kennedy.
Oh, yeah.
They were doing an update, but he said, you know what? Russia is scared of us. Don't let anybody tell you Putin's not scared of us. We are the powerhouse of the world.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't think Russia's scared of us. He's leery of Trump. Knowing Trump is not going to back down. Trump has a bigger sack than he'll ever have.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. I agree with that.
That's just the way it is.
Yep.
And, you know, the sad part, the ironic part of everything is the fact people like, oh, my grocery prices are going up. Listen, we all suffer. Everything's going up. But it's for the common cause. So would you rather pay a little bit more now for the next 6 months? Or maybe 2 years from now, there's a catastrophic disaster because we let these lunatics with a nuclear weapon that they just exploded a nuclear weapon, and then they'll have long-range capability that can hit the U.S. and then affect our kids.
That's right.
So people suck it up, stop whining, and back the president with what he's doing. So what he's doing, what he did was right. No, my hands down.
Without a doubt.
We had to stop them.
Without a doubt. Well, it was when we had the gas, when it was really bad, going crazy with everybody's going, well, what are we going to do? We got to pay it. Well, then why don't you just say the same thing about what's going on now? It's for the greater good. Okay. And the bottom line is these people will launch a weapon. If they're given the chance and they had one, whether it's a ballistic missile that could reach almost us or whatever, they will use it. Without a doubt.
Are you joking? You're joking with that comment, Joe?
They
have. They just with Dubai, Saudi Arabia. They have.
Right.
They have.
Right.
They had nothing to do with this, and they bombed over there.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
What does that tell you?
Yep.
Come on, people. Like it's just mind-boggling. Well, my grocery prices. So, bitch about your grocery. Let's keep prices low, and then 2 years from now, the hell with the country because we're going to get nuked. Are you joking?
Most
people are sheep.
Of course they are.
Make them happy. Bah.
Yeah.
Stop.
They could only see what's right in front of them, not for the long view. You understand? So that's what it is. You know, they want to know what's going on now. They live for day by day. Most people, they can't see the future. Yep.
It's crazy. It's just like even Mafia wars too. Mm-hmm. You have wars to clean everything up, to put things in order. It happens.
But it comes out later on. It works out really good for a lot of people in that. Yep.
Exactly. So we just have to bear with it, grind it out. But the only thing I don't agree with is these oil companies raising these prices.
Yes.
If we're only utilizing 5% from Iran, how is 5% affecting the prices to go off the chart with us? How?
That's a scam. That's a scam. Yeah. That's
you know what? You could take that 5%. It doesn't even affect us.
No.
5% doesn't even affect us.
No.
That 5% is our overflow. Folks, do you realize all the oil that comes into this country, there's always an overflow? There has to be a 10, 15% overflow. They don't just say, we need 100 barrels. We're just getting 100 barrels.
No.
They need 100 barrels. They're getting 150 barrels. And then the rest, the overflow, will go into the reserve. That's what it keeps on going into the reserve. So how is it possible 5% is even affecting us? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. You should get on ExxonMobil, Chevron, all these BP. Those are the crooks. Those are the criminals.
What's the first thing they say, Dominic, when something like this happens? They're waiting for this to happen. And what's the first thing they say? Well, you know, the war. War. It's like when everybody said before, how come we can't go here? Well, COVID, you know, how come we can't do this? COVID. They blamed COVID for everything.
Yeah.
The same thing they're doing now with Trump. It's just passing the buck and pretending like, oh, yes, but we are at war, you know, it's doing this. And people can't realize that it's all the people really grabbing. I mean, these guys in Exxon, all these places like you mentioned, they have so much money. How many more free lunches can you get?
Yeah.
How many more do you want?
No, it's loaded. That's what Trump should do. Regulate.
I don't know how much he can do that. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying But if he
do
could,
whatever he wants. Yeah.
yes, he should do that 100%.
The way he's doing it with pharmaceuticals,
Yes.
to do the same shit.
Yes.
To do the same shit. Because you know what? You can't tell me. We just took over basically Venezuela.
Right.
We got all their oil coming here. So
Yeah.
that 5% get extra oil from Venezuela.
Yep.
To subsidize it. But come on, 5% shouldn't even affect us, Joe. Shouldn't even affect us.
And
but people that have blinders on. And I'll tell you one thing, and I hate to say this. So many people out there, they are so naive, so gullible.
Yep.
COVID, you have to wear the mask. You know how many people I saw driving in their cars by themselves? By themselves.
With a mask on. Yeah, yeah.
With a mask on in the car by themselves. Are you kidding me? Well, wait, it gets better. I'm outside on the track, going down the paths outside.
Right.
People on a bike with a mask on.
Yeah.
Running with a mask on.
Like I saw a funny video. The lady or somebody, a lady, a guy, whatever, I forget now. It was a while ago. They were going on the ski lifts. You know how you go up on that thing, and they were wearing a mask. Up in the fucking air. Nobody around them wearing a mask. You know, it's just one thing. Like even Jonathan Gruber back then, he was part of the Obamacare thing when they gave him like $500,000 to write it up. He said the American people are stupid. You know, sometimes they are. You know, I hate to say it. You know, but a lot of them are. The way they just believe the government, everything they say. Government is not 100% right all the time. But they believe anything they put in the paper. Oh, you see, yeah. And they got people hating Trump. What is he doing that was wrong? I asked a person, well, why do you hate Trump? Well, you know, they can't come up with an answer.
Yeah.
They never do.
Well, that's the woke. That's the woke culture.
Yep.
They don't even know. They're so brainwashed. It's not even funny. Like, open up your mind. Sometimes what they're saying, I'm looking like, you really didn't say that, did you?
I know. I know.
Like, oh, you're joking, right? Joke. That's a joke. You're like, I'm supposed to laugh because what you said is so far out there. It's just mind-boggling. It really is.
Look at all the money, and it was the guy that was on your case. What was the prosecutor on your case? It was Greg Andreas. Who was the other guy?
Greg Andres. I had John Beretta.
Yeah, John Beretta. I remember him. He was.
I think Tom Siegel.
Well, one of the guys that was on your thing was he actually went and was working with that guy that prosecuted Trump for the Russian gate thing or whatever the hell it was called.
Okay.
He was working with him. I'll remember his name exactly and I'll get it. But you got to remember one thing. Now nobody talks about that. Meanwhile, how much money did they spend on that? Nobody says anything about it. Blue money all around. The waste of government, they don't care because you know why? They just print money.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
No, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous.
Our dollar's worth nothing here. Nothing.
You can't even make this stuff up.
Nope.
Really, you can't. You can't.
That's why I liked Ronald Reagan when he said we need less government here. And if you got somebody in their head like Trump who can really see it, because one thing I do have to say, thank God he's a businessman. Thank God, because he understands what it is to make money and how to use it. Thank God.
Listen, I don't agree with some of the stuff he does, but
you can't
at
be 100%.
least he has the courage to go outside the comfort zone.
Right.
To go outside the comfort zone.
Well,
I mean, it's just beyond. It's beyond just. And you know what? That was a good move by him calling these other countries. We need help to shore up these channels, the bodies of water, to see who steps up, who doesn't.
Well, didn't he say that when a long time ago when they were giving no money to all these other countries in the UN, the only people that were putting up all the money, he called them out on that. Correct. Then what did they start doing? Bringing up the money.
Correct.
You know, you got to call them out. And nobody's 100%, Dominic. Nobody.
No, he said he spoke to France. France is like from a 1 to 10, they're about an 8. So he feels they're going to step up to the plate. But the UK, no. I think it was, and I could be mistaken, folks, but I think it was he asked the UK for two aircraft carriers to come in. They told him no. After the war, they contacted him. Hey, we have those 2 aircraft carriers. He says, what do I need them now for? The war's over, basically. We already annihilated them.
Right.
So, you know, it's a joke. It's a joke. And we shouldn't give those countries aid anymore.
No.
F them, and that's it. Move on.
Yep.
Move on. Because we have to start worrying about Americans first. We have to start worrying about this country first. Damn all the other countries. It's America first.
You know the old saying
first. The older people first. The young generation first.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have to start worrying about.
What's the old saying, Dominic? Clean up our own backyard. If you look at these other countries like Japan and all these other places, their airports, their highways, they're so futuristic looking and so efficient running. And over here, we got still slums. We should just, it shouldn't take much. Well, maybe it will take a lot, but to clean up our own streets and everything right here, we should not help any homeless people. There should be no stray dogs or cats or animals abandoned. And this whole, we're spreading ourselves too thin. And that's what happened to Rome. Rome spread itself too thin too. And when you spread yourself too far out, you got to stick close to home. I just hope that it would change. I mean, that's the prayers I still pray. You know what I mean?
See, I tend to disagree about too thin. I think this country, the politicians are more worried about illegal aliens coming into this country. Make sure they have a $10,000 stipend. Make sure they have a credit card, debit card. Make sure they get health care. Make sure they're in this hotel because we have to take care of them because they're illegals. Yet our veterans don't even get that.
Perfect. Excellent point.
That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. Everybody's worried about other people coming into this country. Worry about the people in this country first. Like in Minnesota, the majority of those corrupt people were Somalians.
Right. That's right. Where'd they come from?
Said it. Go back to Somalia.
Right.
Billions and billions of dollars they bamboozled.
Yep. But that's why I say, if we cleaned up this place here first, got rid of these people, stopped these borders from coming in, how come all of a sudden Trump came into office and nobody wanted to cross the border anymore? Why is that?
Well, he shut it down, Joe.
There you go.
He shut it down.
Why couldn't you just shut it down before?
He shut it down.
Millions and millions of people coming in.
Now, do I agree the way ISIS was acting? No, I don't agree. Because now they're becoming bullies themselves. So that has to be toned down. And you see when Holman went out there, all the violence stopped. He toned it down. That's the way it is. And they should prosecute the dirty, corrupt ISIS agents that were thinking they were above the law. They need to be prosecuted.
Yeah, the ICE agents. Yep. Well, Holman is a man. Listen, that guy really knows what he's doing. He's been around for a long time.
Forever.
I mean, Trump, when he put him in there in that position, was the smartest thing. One of the smartest things.
Well, he's been around administration. So he's been around a long time.
He's seen the ups and downs, the failures, the successes. He knows exactly what to do. He was the perfect person right there. Just like I think Pete Hestex was one of the persons he put in there was perfect for that job. But you're right. You got to remember, after a while, people will get out of hand. Look, I understand sometimes you got to be tough because nobody wants to go. But then there is a certain point you got to stop it sooner or later. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree.
You have to put the brakes on because nobody's above the law.
No,
absolutely.
No. Defend yourself by all means, but
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I agree with that.
But I just, and people want things like this. It has to happen now.
Yeah. Nobody wants to put, Dominic, nobody wants to put the work in. You and I both know what it is to put work in.
Yeah.
Especially the position that you got, okay, in our former life. The bottom line is you put a lot of work in. You didn't nobody handed it to you, bro.
No. People don't see behind the scenes, the late nights, sitting in cars for 12, 13 hours.
Right.
Going to meetings, leaving the house 9 a.m, not coming home till 12, 1 at night.
Yep.
Having Vinny showing up my house at 1 a.m, waking me up. We have to go somewhere. Yep. Or we have to talk. Or here's what happened. Here's what's going on.
Right.
There's a lot of work. I just didn't get there because, he's a good earner or he's a thug. And no, there's a lot behind it. Running around, meeting this one, meeting that one, staying on point. Yeah. Making things ran correctly. There's a lot behind the scenes that people don't see.
they couldn't show these things in the movies. You know why? Because the movie would be boring then to them.
Yeah,
Because they only showed them the exciting, the good parts. Listen,
exactly.
my ex co-defendant was a millionaire, multimillionaire. He owned 7 or 8 gas stations or whatever. So everybody looked at him in the nice $1 million home. They looked at the nice cars. He had a nice wife, had children. They forgot how he got all those gas stations. He started with nothing. He finally got enough money to save for one gas station and then built it up. But it took 20 something years.
Right.
It's easy to say, "Well, the guy's looking good now." Yeah, what did you think I did to get this? What did you think? Oh God, please give it to me, and it came to me.
Right.
Come on, bro. Yeah, it's that's why I don't like people when they judge you right off the jump from like that. They don't know you. You know what I mean? But that is what it is.
And what bothers me are also these ungrateful people. There's a lot of people in society, they're so ungrateful. They feel they have it coming. They just use people as stepping stones. That bothers me a lot. It
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
I was always good to people. I always tried doing the right thing. And you even have that in government too.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
thing. They get into positions. But somebody said it really good today to me. We're talking about a mutual friend.
Mhm.
And he's like, Dom, don't worry. What comes up sooner or later comes down.
That's
Very
right.
few, about 10% only stay up there and remain up there.
That's right.
So, it happens. It happens. So I'm like, yeah, no, I understand. But you know what? It's heartbreaking when you ask for something, especially when you were there, when you were used to do things and ask for this, ask for that. And you go out there and do it. And then when you ask for a favor or to do something, it's like now they don't have the time.
Oh, I see that all the time happen. One of my distant cousins, he owns an electric company. Some guy owed him $10,000. And I said, listen, if I make a phone call to the guy, you don't have to give me anything. So anyway, I made the phone call to the guy, told him what I had to tell him, like we talk. And I got him the $10,000 back. He treated me to breakfast. He paid for my breakfast at Joanne's Diner. Okay. Like I don't pay there anyway, but okay. Appreciate it. So out of just curiosity, I was like years later, I asked a mutual friend of ours, a family relative of his, I said, tell him I need $1,000. He could send it to me. He said he don't have it. Now, I know he's got it. He's got tons of money. He's treating all his friends. He's acting like a big shot and all of this kind of stuff. He didn't have $1,000 for me, but I got him the $10,000 back. Now, I didn't need the money. I just asked for it to see if he would even give it.
Right.
But he didn't give it. Okay, so it just goes to show you, like you said, very unappreciative. You know what I mean? Because otherwise he'd be crying the blues to this day about that 10 grand he never got.
Yeah.
It's
it's funny that you say that. The guy Mark Stagg, he owns the Stagg Group. Long and short, I'll keep it short. I saved him. He was around me. The Albanians went in to shake him down. He was going with a check to the Albanians.
I remember. Yes, I remember. Okay.
All right. I said, no, I think he had a check for either, I think it was for 50,000 he was giving them. He only owed them about 19,000. I said, no, give me the check for 19. They come here. You tell them I told you no. So I go to them. I put my things on the line. Well, basically I threatened them. You go near him, you're going to have a problem. So now it put me in the position I'm ready to kill for this guy.
Right.
And he knew it. So I had to sit down. I told him afterwards, this could have went bad. And if they do come back, I'm putting my life on the line to protect you because you're my responsibility. The guy's a billionaire right now. Billionaire, legitimately. Hey, Mark, I have this project. 17 homes. Put up $2.5 million. I'll make interest payments every month on the money. Give me a good rate, and I'll give you 25% of the build out at the end of the job.
Nice.
He told me yes. 2 hours later, as the lawyer called me, well, things are tight and this and that. I'm like, you're joking, right? After I put my life, like, where's the appreciation? Number one, $2.5 million. Even if I busted out on him, he has the property. He's in first position on the mortgages on the property. He's the only one holding a mortgage, so he can take the property. And even if he didn't go that route, worst case scenario, if he's afraid and he walks away, $2.5 million, that's a tax write-off for you.
That's right.
It's a tax write-off. But where's the appreciation knowing what I did for you? So all these years, these 20 plus years that from when you started, I helped you. Now, 20 years later, you're untouchable. You didn't. If it wasn't for me, you would have gave tens of millions of dollars to the Albanians.
Yeah,
They
because they
would
would
have
never
still been in
stop.
your pocket.
Right. They would have never stopped.
Where's the appreciation? Don't you look in the mirror every day? Does money mean that much to you? You have more than enough. Your kids came and spend it all.
But even like you said, Dominic, even if you
And
didn't
that's where
care,
frustrations come in, Joe. I'm sorry.
no, that's okay because you're right. Because even if he didn't care about you, he's still in a win-win position with you. You didn't even put him in a bad position, even still. This is, it's sad because, like you said, we could have had a problem over that. I mean, because the guys you were dealing with there, they were no punks. They weren't laying down to nobody. They knew your position, they knew your strengths, but you got them to deal with it. But let's face it, if it would have went bad, we all would have been had to suit up.
Listen, Jimmy McManus was with me when I went in there. Almost had it out. Almost had it out with Lenny. Lenny was one of the tops. Lenny was the only Italian there. Almost had it out with him, and Nick had to intervene.
Wow.
Like, you got it twisted. You go, well, we're going to go to Mark. You go to Mark, you'll have a problem you'll never be able to handle.
Yep.
You think you're going to go to Mark? You might as well, you know what? Come to me right now. I got hot with him. Come to me right now then.
Yep.
Because that's what you're saying.
Yep.
Smack me in my face right now because that's what you're going to be doing.
Yep.
Like I started getting hot and he's looking at me because he never seen me. But Nikki saw me go off.
Yeah.
So Nikki already knew.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you're going to go to Mark Stagg after I told you he's around me. Come here, smack me in my face right now because I'm a bitch then. Smack me in my face.
Yep.
And that's the way basically I put it. And I was about to go like this with the check.
Yeah.
And then throw it at him.
Yeah.
And Nikki saw he snatched it out of my hand. They even asked, why is Jimmy with you? Jimmy's my friend.
Yeah.
He's with Dennis. It doesn't matter who's he. He could be with Jesus Christ. He's my friend. He's here with me.
That's right.
And that's it.
Yep.
That they asked Dennis later on, why was Jimmy with Dominic? He said they're friends. They do whatever they want to do.
Yeah. And Jimmy didn't care either. Yeah.
No, Jimmy, listen, Jimmy, whatever I did, he's with me.
I know. But I tell you, but I understand the frustration. But trust me, you're 100% right. This is the thing that really is like, are you kidding me? And it's like you want to say to him, but I know.
No, it gets frustrating. You know what? It's disheartening.
Yes.
Knowing they know. And really, it's like, but you want to walk around that you're taking care of the Bronx. You're building this community, that community. Who got you there?
Exactly. Yeah.
Who put you there? Because if these Albanians were into you, boy, you wouldn't be.
No, they would have kept taking it from this day.
They would have had tens of millions of dollars from him. He wouldn't have had what he had today.
No.
Because they would have milked him till he just had enough. He left.
Listen, I seen people they got tons of money. Another friend of mine, knew a guy has tons of money, worth about $60 million, whatever it may be. And the guy just used my friend a little bit like in his own way to just brag about his life and say all these things. These are people he's around, everything like that. Well, there was one thing in the movie Scrooge when the lady said to Bill Murray, she says, hey, listen, you know something? 1-2 bad investments and you'll be right here with us. Because when he was at the poorhouse, he says, so don't act like you're so high above. Because, then you see how humble they get. But they're not humble.
Yeah, it's sad. Well, let's answer some questions.
We'll answer some questions. Did we get a like?
People hit that like button. And for those of you who are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. That's all we ask here. Yeah. And you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Tina says, Dom, you always did what you wanted to do. Yes, Tina, I did. Tina, we have some questions for you, too, when you come on Saturday. I got to ask you some things.
Friday.
Friday, see?
I got you, bro. That's why I'm here.
Big Arm says, Barone, how did you end up with the Bonanos and not the Genovese?
That's actually a really good question. I obviously, I had papers with them more or less, but after my father, after what happened with my father, I didn't really like some of the people that were in there, obviously. And so I kind of gravitated towards that way. So I was in prison with this guy, Bobby DeFeo. Bobby got out before me, and then I hooked up with him, and then he started bringing me down to Brooklyn to Anthony Spiro's place. And that's how it started. And I thought it was a better, somehow I thought it was a better fit. Sometimes I can't say the rules were less or anything like that, but I just felt more comfortable there.
Our Cole says Dennis gives the right answers always. He's talking about Dennis DeLucia. Yes,
Okay.
Dennis is a sweetheart of a guy. Love him. Great guy. Side says, be nice to each other. What the F kind of comment is that? Look, the podcast is from all of a sudden with all the managers get the F out. Okay.
I don't know what that
I
meant.
have no idea where that came from. Giant Prevalent Side, though, do you know? Okay, they're battling. So, Clay says, Dom, if you were running this country, what would you do differently? What would I do differently? I would have did what Trump did as far as with Iran, Venezuela, same thing. I agree with those two moves. What would I do? I would start helping people. First and foremost, our veterans. I would definitely help the veterans, make sure they're stabilized, give them the treatment they need, mental, physical, whatever they need. They come first. They fought for this country. Second is our kids in the impoverished areas. I would make mandatory no cell phones in schools. They would have to be. I would regulate it. I would give back to the communities where they become communities again. I would actually initiate after-school activities, mandatory in most cases. Mandatory for kids to be interacting with each other on a physical aspect, whether it be through music, sports, any type of debate classes, anything. But that would be mandatory as well. Make sure the teachers are doing their jobs. That's first and foremost. You have to instill those community values in the kids for it to prosper out. For them, as they get older, it's instilled in them. They know what community, what it brings, friendship, interaction. That's what I would do. And then our healthcare system. I would definitely, with the lawyers, these accident injury cases are through the roof. That's why our insurances are through the roof, because they milk the system. The lawyers work with a set of surgeons, doctors. It's a wheel. That's all it is a wheel that rotates, and they finagle left and right. That has to stop. And those would be my first orders of business.
I agree with that. I also think about impoverished places that the buildings are all decrepit, falling down, they're not around. I would have all these contractors build up all back these buildings and put the people where they're supposed to be in these buildings, and keep it regulated where, listen, if this not being kept nice and everything like that, that's it. The same thing like with dogs. Any person who ever harms an animal or anything like that, you got to get mandatory 5-10 years in prison if proof of you abusing an animal. Because you should pay for what you do to somebody who can't talk or speak for themselves. And one last thing, what he did in Venezuela was real gangster, bro. Taking that dude out of there like that.
Yeah.
Come on. That shit was gangster all the way. He shut off the power, went right in there and got him. That's better than a home invasion in my opinion. It's like, oh my God. That was good.
Joe, to follow up what you said with the buildings.
Yes.
I would take them over to government, refurbish them, move people in. You make it affordable housing, but government ran. For the people that are on Section 8, on special programs, you move them in. But they would have to take care of the building.
Yes.
If I find out they're peeing in the staircases, they're destroying, they're out.
Yes,
they'll
that's
never
it.
get back on Section 8 again.
Yep.
And that's it. They have to be.
That's what I meant. Yep.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yep. You read my mind.
What's that? G, thank you for the contribution. Guys, USA is the most powerful nation. Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, all lost wars. I love you guys, but stick to the street hustle, not world politics. P.S. Oil prices are set centrally by 60% U.S. oil companies. Peace and love. We know that. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks,
Appreciate
G.
the comment.
Yep.
Yes, they're set by the government. They're set by the U.S. The U.S. can make their own oil prices. To say oil is going up per barrel, cool, it's going up. but it shouldn't be affecting us.
Right.
The oil that's basically, he said, 90% goes to China, 95% Japan, from Iran. We get 5%. So how is it? Because their oil prices are definitely going up because now there's a shortage over there.
Right.
Where they're getting the oil. So how is that affecting us?
Should have helped us more.
It shouldn't regulate us.
Right.
So
and
Trump could put a stop to that if he wants.
I
That's what he
so.
should do.
Yes. And also one other thing, G, not to disagree. I like your comment, but the only thing is like this. If you remember The Godfather, you remember what he said to the senator, we're all part of the same hypocrisy. So us voicing our opinion or how we see it is how we see it. You don't have to take it to the bank or not, and you can disagree or agree, but we have an opinion too.
Great point, Joe. And you know what, G, I have another thing for you. You get all these commentaries from reporters. Yep. People, average people. You're hearing it from guys who have street smart, street sense, who's been in the streets, who knows behind the scenes the way things work. You know, that's the difference. That's the difference. So you're hearing it without an agenda. We don't have an agenda. We're not worried about our ratings. No. So we're telling it the way it is. So that's another aspect.
Yeah, that was good, Dominic. Yeah, we have that little bit of an edge, right?
Yep. Tommy Dime says, "Hi, Dom. Did you know Tommy and Rudy Pipolo? Actually, they're my relatives. Through marriage. Yeah. They're my relatives. Did you know Angelo Plaza Cab? Angelo died. The son took over the business and lost it over gambling debts. Angelo, I did not know. Did you know Plaza Cab?
No, I don't. But I knew Rudy.
Yeah, I knew Rudy and Tommy. Actually, Tommy, I met. Tommy looks exactly like my Uncle Louie, his brother. Yeah, they look exact. When I met Tommy, it was in an after hours. Yeah. And I'm like, you know, basically, you're my uncle through marriage. He looked at me. Yeah. I'm Dominic Sicali. Oh, how are you? How are you? I said, you look just like Uncle Louie. Yeah. I mean, they look back then. They looked identical,
and they would have better looking ones because Rudy really wasn't a good looking guy. But I spoke to Tommy. I think Nancy, when I was dating Nancy at that time, we talked to Tommy on the phone. She put him on the phone. He goes, "Hey, how you doing?" I say, "Tommy, long time," because Tommy gave me a diamond ring and everything back in those days.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They were tight. My father and him. Right. They had Pippi's Deli in New Rochelle at that time. That's where I met all the other guys. You know.
Right.
So he says, "Hey, so what are you doing with yourself, kid?" He says, and I said to him, I says, you know, I'm like my father. I'm knocking around. He goes, "Oh, okay." So he knew what that meant. You know what I mean?
Right.
And but I was good friends with both his daughters too, because they used to come to Pippi's Deli, and we used to walk across the street to Woolworths, and I stole all the lipstick for them, and I gave it to them. Yeah. So it's a small, close thing, like when we were talking about Tina the other night.
Oh, Tina just said, "Don't be racking my brain." Oh, Tina, we're not going to tell you. I'm going to make you stress, girl. He's probably yelling at her phone. "F you, Dom."
Yeah.
Steven says, "Did either of you guys know any of the Irish gangsters back in the day?"
I didn't, Dominic. That I could know.
No, I didn't either. The only one I knew and met that was in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, was Kevin Kelly. He was with the Westies.
Right. He was. Kevin Kelly was. I heard his name before. Oh yeah.
Regina says veterans are so overlooked. What a shame. Absolutely.
And the dogs that fought in the wars too. I saw a video one time about war dogs. They wouldn't let the dogs come back into this country. They acted like the dogs were equipment, and that's not right.
Joe, you're on it with these animals.
Yeah, today, huh? Yeah. Well, now I'm showing my true colors. I hate when people don't have a voice, and the dogs don't, and cats, and all of these, they don't have voices. We have to put them.
I agree.
Yeah.
SUP says, "I didn't mean to delete that message." Okay. Step says, "Dom, Joe, what do you think are important policies you would put in place in your areas?"
You could take that one first, Dominic. I have to think about that one for a little bit.
Policies would be the school system. School system with neighborhood. That would be first and foremost. The school system. I want to get these kids on board. where they're learning the value of friendship. They're learning the value of interaction. They're learning the value of defeat, camaraderie, going back and forth with people, interaction live, not over cell phones, games. That's what I would instill first with the school system.
I'm gonna just add with that. Make it a little bit more fun when you want to go to school. You know, I remember when I got kicked out of school in 11th grade. The bottom line is, you know, I did look forward to seeing everybody I knew because we didn't have the phones and all of that stuff back then. And you know, I mean, I was the class clown, so I made it fun. But the teachers too, they should make it more a better experience. You know, make it fun to go there. Make it like, hey, you know, be happy, like in a way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. We got Shay. Hello, Anthony, Michael. Good to see you. Good to see you on, Shay, too. Johnny Privalone. Teachers in New York City don't get paid much, so therefore a lot don't care much. Sad. System on all angles is broken. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. Johnny Privalone again. You have to see some apartment people are living in NYCHA projects. I wouldn't let my dog live there. Very, very sad. They destroy it themselves too, Johnny.
Yeah.
They destroy it themselves too.
So, yeah, they don't. Because, you know, don't forget too, they don't feel like they're invested into it. Like, no, you know, you got to make somebody feel like they got a piece of something in a way. Like, this is the place where you live. You know, give them a little piece. They used to do that too when we were in that old life of ours. You know, you made me feel like, Joe, you got a piece of this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Made it feel like you're part of something. You know.
Yep.
Yep.
Rita, Dom has my vote. Thank you for that. The 369 says, those were great points Dom made for children. All those points, keeping them healthy, physically, emotional, etc. Yeah. Thank you. Jet. Again, 263. Dom and Joe, I've been trying to get this question answered. Okay, we got you now.
Okay.
Did you know Lou Navarro? And if so, did you know his mother passed away? No, I did not know Lou Navarro. I knew the Navarros, if you're talking about in Queens. They were the part of Bonanos. They were, but no, I did not know them personally like that.
Still our condolences to his mom.
Yes, yes. Brent says, I agree. I have more compassion for animals than I do people. Yeah. Anthony says, great show, guys. Thank you, Anthony. Big arms. Trump shouldn't have kidnapped the Venezuelan. Big arms. He didn't kidnap him, number one. The guy was under indictment. Indictment. That happens if I'm a fugitive and I'm in a different country. What are they going to do? Scoop my ass up. Same thing they did with Noriega. He was indicted. They went in, they scooped him up. So, yes, it does look shady the way they did it, but technically, he was indicted. That's just wrong. He thinks he could do whatever he wants. When he wants, he's a tyrant and a dictator, in my opinion. Well, I respect that. Okay. But you know what? In Venezuela, they were indicted. They were indicted. So, and you know they weren't coming over self-surrendering. So
they don't even go. They don't even come to court.
You know what, Big Arms? Why don't you check the Venezuelans themselves? How happy?
Yeah. That's right.
What he did to that country. So
just listen to them.
But good question. I like your question.
Yeah, we like Big Arms too.
Yep. Johnny Bronx says, Tony Dimes. I worked as a mechanic for the Plaza Cabs. Angelo was partners with my dad.
Wow.
In used car business, also with Bruce A and B. Okay. I don't know any of them. So.
Me neither.
Sonny Grasso, be nice, Sonny. He goes, Big Arms. Seriously? We didn't kidnap him. He executed a standing warrant. Well said, Sonny. Well said. Listen, people, that's Big Arms' opinion. He's entitled to it.
That's
Maybe
right.
he didn't know that. So. You know, that's why you explain it. And then if he continues, then you could rip into him.
Exactly. But we back up what he says.
But that's part of our family, so we have to be nice.
That's right.
The 369s. How's everybody doing tonight? Excuse me if I'm coming in here worked up because I just got a call from my doctor after a week. And these doctors are a disgrace and have no compassion or common sense. No. 369s, I hope everything is going well with you physically, mentally, emotionally. Obviously, you're upset, but just sit back, take a breath, take a prayer, and everything will work out. Yes, and I agree with you. 90% of these doctors have no bedside manners. They're just buffoons, really, in my opinion.
They
And it's
only
all
want
about
the money.
dollars.
Yep, that's right.
David Cooper says, this is David from Ohio. I know personally there was a big mob presence in the suburbs of Cleveland. Yes, there was at one time. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Tony Liberatore was up there. He was the underboss for Cleveland. I did time with him when he was older in Allenwood, Pennsylvania. He was senile in his 80s, and I met his daughter on the visit, and I assured her. She was all upset. I said, don't worry, he's all right. He's in our unit. We got him. He's fine. She was like, she hugged and kissed me. Thank you so much. And that's just the way Italians are in prison system. We look out for each other.
We look out for our own. Absolutely. Yep.
Jamie, I saw. Oh, there you go, Jamie. Let me go there since I'm talking. Jamie, thank you for the contribution. Cicala. That's what she said. Cicala, not Cicali.
Okay.
Cicala has to be a relative, Jamie. There's no doubt in my mind. Because when we came over, my grandfather said they changed the A to an E. Him and his brothers. So I don't even know which version is right anymore. LOL. Right. But Cicala is the right version. That was the original version of our last name. Kathleen, Tony. Kathleen, be nice. I'm not even going to repeat what you said.
I can't see it, so I'm all right.
He lives in Denmark.
Oh, okay.
But there was a word before that.
CO
14044. Joe, did you ever hang out at Perino's on North Avenue?
I think so. I think I know the place. I don't know if I hung out there, but I think I know the place. But I don't remember hanging out there. It's possible.
Anthony, thank you for that. Anthony said, great show. People.
Thanks, Anthony.
If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. That's all we ask on this channel.
That's it. Absolutely. Regina
says, definitely a cure for cancer. They're making too much on treatments in hospitals. Without a doubt, 10,000%. You can't tell me, folks, nowadays, check out Tempest. It's TEM. Tempest is a company. I think Tempest Medical. They actually AI. They have software for AI for doctors. They're supposed to be more efficient, more accurate, on point, where the AI diagnoses the symptoms and instantaneously gives you a reading. But AI could be wrong. We're in the infancy stages of it. So, but check it out. Definitely check it out. And I definitely think there is a cure. Just like listen, you can't tell me there's not a definite cure or pill for baldness. You can't tell me there's not a cure for keeping your regular color hair instead of it going gray. There has to be. But the chemical industry makes too much money.
Yeah.
Makes way too much money. So there's a cure for a lot of different things, but people don't want that to come out. They don't want it to.
The pharmaceutical companies are very much in power. They got tons and tons of money. You got to remember, peroxide, our body produces peroxide, turns our hair white. As we get older, we don't have the enzyme in our body to kill the peroxide. That's one of the reasons why we get that. The other thing with cancer doesn't really kill you. Cancer usually forms a thing, and it actually protects it and keeps it contained. The only time that cancer gets bad like that is if it's spreaded to a different part of the body. Sometimes a biopsy can cause that, or something else. But the bottom line is basically, they do have plenty of cures for cancer. There was one lady I saw, she cured it in 5 days. So there's a lot of cures out there, but you got to really, get into them. But there are definitely a lot.
I don't understand, because number one, glaucoma is like a cancer in the brain that it just deteriorates. They say there's no cure for that. Okay. But if they do a biopsy, you have cancer, why can't, instead of going for chemotherapy, all right, why can't they inject right into that cancer cell the chemo?
Right.
That destroys it from inside. They can. There's a lot of different things they can do today, but who knows? I'm not a doctor, but I have a lot of common sense. So
And listen, even the fasting that you fast long enough, your body starts producing certain cells that cures things in your own body. You're able to cure a lot of things yourself. So fasting is a key. Look into it.
Giant Privilone, yes, Tony calls family friendship a bozo. Like you wouldn't get that. Oh, ouch.
Oh, jeez, very
Oh,
violent tonight. What's going on? It's Monday.
Regina, it's a shame for us cancer patients. Yes, it is.
It is.
It is. Just say your prayers, try eating better, do your own research. Do your own research and see what you could do to combat it. It is tough. Just, you never know what could happen in life, and just stay strong with it. That's all you can do.
You're not alone. And you're not alone.
Yeah. Lulu Bronx. I love Joe even more after hearing him advocate for animals. Joe.
Thanks.
I love you. I love you.
Thank you.
Lewis, Dom, I love how you talk politics without a clue. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have no clue. So that's because I dropped out in the 9th grade. Trump said he obliterated their nukes last year. Now they were a week away from attacking us. It's all BS. His son-in-law is a Mid-East advisor. Okay. You know why? It wasn't about the nukes. It was about what they were putting together, the arsenal they were putting together. Do you realize if you listen, Linda, listen, they were gearing up a stockpile of defense missiles, short range, long range, more weaponry. So when they begin their
you'll get it out.
Plutonium, where they were weeks away from making a bomb. Okay. So you know what? They have the CIA there. They're on top of everything that goes on. Why would you risk it? Trump tried getting them to the negotiating table time and time again, yet they didn't want to go. So you know what? Let's set them back so far. It might take another 10, 15, 20 years for them to get everything back together. And he did the right thing. That's my opinion. It's the way I feel. You're entitled to yours.
Right.
And if that's what you like, then you know what? Then you feel Biden, Harris, they did the right thing. I respect your opinion.
Yeah.
Like an a-hole. Everybody has one.
That's right.
So my opinion was Harris and Biden didn't do the right thing. They facilitated Iran.
Yeah.
I believe Trump did the right thing. That's my opinion. So, but I respect what you have to say.
Absolutely.
Well,
Hey,
I can turn around and say, obviously, you know nothing about politics, but I wouldn't stoop to that level.
Nah. Listen, they started all these other proxy little wars here and there. They were funding everybody else for terrorism. They're just the
but
bad
that's okay.
People.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So, James Italian says, good afternoon, Dom and Joe. ABF family. I'm on the couch, fell asleep, ride the bike from that tornado storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, bad down here.
Yep, absolutely.
Listen, I've been, oh my God. My drive, Joe, you see my driveway's like goes forever.
Yep.
Man, I look out. All I do is I put the cameras on. I'm like, oh my God, I got to go out there with the blower. And the driveway is just covered. Like you don't even see a driveway. It looks like just a patch of grass with all the stuff. But
and that's a big driveway to be blowing.
Yeah. Clay says, teachers down here don't either. A pro football player shouldn't make 30 times more than a teacher or someone in the military. You know what? I really think all sports players are way overpaid because it drives up the prices of the tickets. I think everything, all that should be toned down. And they were just upset because the franchisee owners, the owners of their teams were making all the money. But you know what? They're the ones taking the risk. Bringing a player and paying them $50,000, $100,000. If that player gets hurt, Some of them are on guaranteed contracts. They get paid.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, everything is way out of hand. Way out of hand.
Absolutely.
But, so be it. Let them enjoy it. Giant Privilone, yeah, they didn't help, but the city is a slumlord. They can do better. I totally get the people that don't appreciate tough with pissing in elevators, etc. The project's building.
Yeah.
Giant, yeah, I know. I saw new projects go up within 6 months. You're walking in, it's like, what the F?
Yeah.
I mean, things ripped off the walls, light fixtures broke, piss in the staircases, feces on the walls. It's like graffiti all over the place. You know what? They don't deserve it.
No.
They don't deserve it.
Sorry, you gave them a chance, and that's it. And they blew it.
So, we'll answer a few more, Joe. We'll wrap it up then.
Let's do it.
The 369s. I started the entire FB about this and started advocating, etc., because it's gone too far with healthcare in this country. Sonny, how you feeling, bro? Sonny, everybody, I guess I haven't heard with Sonny, but Sonny, yeah, how are you feeling? Hope you're feeling better.
Absolutely.
Hope the treatments are working. Prayers and thoughts are going out to you, Sonny.
As always, yep.
Big Arm said, U.S. can't police the world, and that's my honest opinion. Well respected, and I agree with you with that.
Me too.
What's funny is they only police country with resources. Why is that? You know what? Venezuela is in our backyard.
Yep.
So hands down. Iran is not in our backyard.
No.
So they stopped them for over 40 years. We've been dealing with terrorism from them. So you know what? They're shut down. And we can't take anything from them. So
we should have
stopped them with that nuke.
Cuba should have been part of the United States too. It's only how many miles off? We should have took that back.
We haven't been there yet.
No. Oh, it was the first thing they said when they said they wanted to come back with the United States. They said, give us $50 billion for the 50 years you haven't been with us. It's the first thing they asked for, money.
Yeah. Clay says, both of my parents had to file bankruptcy because of the medical bills. It shouldn't be that way.
Yep, that's right.
I agree 1,000%.
Yep.
Especially when some of these medical reps, just for pharmaceuticals, are making $200,000 plus a month. Something's broken.
Yep.
Something's broken. $200,000 a month plus on pharmaceuticals.
You and I would have worked it, Dominic. I would have did that for a year.
Joe, you get the contracts. Wait, it's residual.
Oh, it is?
I have 20 contracts. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's every month. These doctors are script writing like there's no tomorrow.
We look at it. I would have looked at it like, well, here's a good score.
But they want to come lock us up.
Yeah, right.
Go figure.
God. I know. Tell me where's the justice in that?
Well, folks, we're going to start wrapping it up. Oh, wow, there's a lot more questions. So hold your questions for tomorrow. Let me see. Lewis, this is the one. Millions and millions came under the Trump first presidency. Okay, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
At least we read it.
Yeah.
Prescription commercials cost over $3 billion a year. Crazy.
Wow.
So, well, folks, we're going to start wrapping it up. I want to thank everybody for coming on, being respectful. Those of you who weren't disrespectful, those of you who were disrespectful, thank you for that too. Anyway, people, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And everybody have a great evening. We'll see everybody tomorrow night live at 5. So we'll start out customary. Kathleen, Steve DeSimone, good night. Lewis, good night. Craig, good night. Good to see you. Big Arms, Giant Privilone, SUP, Shay, good night. Giant Privilone, James Italian, good night. Sonny Grasso, the song father, good night. Big Arms, Step. Who else we have? Wise Guy in the house. There you go, Wise Guy. Who else? Let me scroll back. Classic Guy. Hawthorne. Good night. Butterfly Kisses. Who else we have? Eric. Kathleen. I'm scrolling fast. Francisco. There we go, folks. D-Bro. Good night. Who else? Chief Lewis. Good night. People, much Gulf. Good night. People, much love and respect. Oh, my cousin, Miss Chicala. Good night.
Hey,
Rita, good night. Good questions too, Rita. Hope to see you tomorrow. People, much love and respect. We'll see everybody tomorrow night live at 5, the Dom and Joe show. Joe and Dom show. The Mutt and Jeff show. Who knows?
yeah,
Tomorrow we might be something else.
Heckle and Jekyll.
All right, guys.
All right,
Have a
pal.
wonderful evening. See everybody tomorrow night.
Good night, guys.